I think about like Kirk Cousins and Aaron Rodgers, and you lose another franchise guy, somebody who's one of the best in the league. And the Bengals, I thought they were really going to give them a run for their money, especially starting off slow and then starting to get things together. I felt like if they won this game, they had a good opportunity to potentially, whether or not they win the division or even get a wild card spot. That's negated with the loss of Joe Burrow. I just think that's a loss that you can't really handle, especially with the offensive line. I don't understand how their offensive line is as bad as they are because they went out and signed 3 or 4 offensive linemen in the last 3 years with getting someone like a Lil Collins. They get
Alex
Kappa, and they got Orlando Brown as well. So it's not like they haven't tried to get an offensive line. I don't know if it's like because of the injuries that have caused it or if it's their offensive line coach, but whatever it is, they got to figure it out soon because he's had 2 season-ending injuries in his first 4 years, and I want to see this guy play for 15 years. I want to see him go head-to-head with Patty Mahomes, Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, C.J. Stroud. Like, that's good for the NFL, and losing him is a big blow.
Yeah, losing him is a big blow as well. Also, it's like a little bit of awareness with Joe Burrow as well. We criticize Lamar Jackson. We criticize Josh Allen for just the way they run, and it's kind of reckless. And I just have flashbacks to that interview Joe Burrow had on Pat McAfee 2 years ago when he was talking about how he likes the contact and he likes taking some of the punishment. However, your team needs you there all season long. They need you to stay healthy to have any chance to compete and win a Super Bowl. And when you're Joe Burrow, you're trying to be someone who's competing with Patrick Mahomes. You're trying to be the modern day Tom Brady and the modern day like superstar quarterback who wants to dominate, be that Peyton Manning versus Tom Brady rivalry. Now it's been a lot of Ben Roethlisberger with him so far, where it seems like he's always dealing with something, and he has like that big body where he can play through injuries, and sometimes that's not the best idea, especially when he had a cast on his throwing arm. He wasn't on the injury report, and I get it because the Bengals didn't want to put him there, and then you get some strategy issues, but I felt like just sit him out. I get your season is on the line here, but also you still have a chance to make a run at a wild card game if you sit out, especially on a tough turnaround on a Thursday night football game. Maybe take a extra week of rest. Even if you lose 2 games to the Ravens, you give up your division just so you have a chance to make the playoffs. Don't know if that would have happened, but it's just something to consider for the Bengals moving forward from here.
Yeah, and you look at that division now, it's like Deshaun Watson's out. The Steelers are a very strange team with how they've won their games, but seems, I don't know if fluky's the right word, but very much a team that's beatable. And then the Ravens, who have been world beaters to this point. But in this division, you should feel like you're the second best team with Joe Burrow. Without Joe Burrow, they still have that defense. They still have Troy Hendrickson there. They still have Logan Wilson. They have all these talented players on defense. So they're going to be in a lot of games, and they'll still win games. But it's not going to be as pretty as it was with Joe Burrow.